Welcome to your Freshman Counseling and Registration Session. There will be a brief presentation, then you will meet with a counselor virtually to discuss your career and college goals. You will select your classes, learn about your technology accounts, and then later on get registered for your classes. Student ID cards are used in the Records and Registration Department to request transcripts, report cards, register for classes, and more. The library uses your student ID card to check materials out to you, and peer tutoring uses it when accessing their resources. The fitness center uses student ID cards to swipe in and out for each visit. This allows them to track your course progress, and that is how you are assigned a letter grade. Student ID cards should be protected as you would a driver's license or credit card. If you lose your ID card, first you would check with the information desk to see if it's been turned in. Then you would go to the records department. The purple number shown here is your student ID number, which is searchable in our system like a social security number. The K number is also an important number. Although it is not searchable in our database, this is what you use to access our Wi-Fi, the IVCC network, WebAdvisor, and Blackboard. The entire number across the screen is only used when accessing electronic databases through the library or checking out materials. College is faster paced than high school. There's twice the material in half the time. 8-week college courses are even more intense and require more time and focus to accomplish the tasks within those deadlines. However, your schedule is more flexible than it was in high school. If you want to go to class 3 days a week and you don't want a class after 2 p.m., you can try to arrange your schedule that way. There are a large variety of classes offered. Due dates and deadlines, however, are not flexible. If you approach your instructor prior to the deadline and there are extenuating circumstances, they might make an exception. Typically, though, these due dates are firm. Follow the syllabi. Each instructor has their own expectations for attendance, participation, and assignments. FERPA stands for Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. FERPA protects students' educational records and grants them the right to inspect and review those records, to have some control over the disclosure of information from those records, to seek an amendment if they feel something is incorrect, and to file a complaint with the U.S. Department of Education. An educational record are those which are both directly related to a student and maintained by the institution or party acting for the institution, which would be IVCC. Records containing academic performance, such as transcripts and grade reports, the student's social security number, IVCC ID number, or other personally identifiable information in varying degrees are covered by FERPA, with some minor exceptions. These records will not be released to anyone except for the student unless the student has filled out a signed and dated FERPA release form. That form is only good for the current semester, and the records office ensures that the student is making the decision independently. It will identify the record to be released, the purpose of the disclosure, and exactly who they can release the information to. This is much different than what you might have been used to in high school, because then your parents could call on your behalf to obtain information such as a transcript or discuss academics. There is information that can be released without written consent, which is directory information, such as student's name, address, phone number, dates of attendance, their major, enrollment status, whether that be full-time, part-time, or not enrolled, participation in sports and clubs, and degrees, honors, and awards received. If you call over the phone because you cannot remember the exact start and end dates of your attendance at IVCC, which is needed for a scholarship application or your resume, you can call the records office over the phone to obtain that information. There are different academic options available. If you intend on transferring to a 4-year university, the counselor will show you an Associates in Arts or Associates in Science degree. These degrees go in as a package to the universities. The counselor will also help you select courses and electives while you're at IVCC that will feed directly into your major so that when you transfer, you can go right into your major as a junior status. This is important in things such as when you get to register for classes, and whether or not you can live on or off campus. Most of the coursework will be general education course requirements, although you will have some major classes. We also have career and vocational degrees. They're called Associates in Applied Science, where 75% of your coursework would be your major classes and the rest would be electives. These degrees are designed for students that want to complete a 2-year degree and then get into the workforce. They are not designed to transfer, although that does not mean that some of the courses would not. Lastly, we have certificate programs. Some of these are supplemental to our Associates in Applied Science degrees, such as the Basic Accounting Certificate. Others are standalone certificates, such as the Certified Nursing Assistant. As I stated earlier, the counselor will ask if you know what your major is if you intend on transferring. We have major-specific guide sheets that show classes specific universities need for certain majors. For example, ISU wants core coursework completed to get into their business major, such as financial and managerial accounting and macro and microeconomics. If you are unsure about your major and/or do not know if you will be transferring, just keep the lines of communication open with your counselor. They will help you navigate through this process. Additionally, there are many resources available. Counseling offers more than academic advising, selecting your classes, talking about your major, or where you want to transfer. They offer personal counseling as well. Your instructors are also a resource. They are willing to help you with any questions that you might have. Visit them during their office hours. Build those connections. You might need a reference letter in the future. Within the Learning Commons, there is peer tutoring for help in subjects such as math and chemistry, the Writing Center to help you at any stage in the writing process, and the Student Help Desk. You'll want to visit them if you're having trouble with any of your technology accounts. The Jacobs Library is available for help locating scholarly sources for a paper, checking out materials, and much more. Project Success is a grant-funded program that provides additional funds and resources to students that qualify based on being low income, first generation, or a student with disabilities. Furthermore, if you had an IEP in high school, you might qualify for additional accommodations through disability services. You'll want to visit their office in C211 or reach out to Tina Hardy. You at IVCC is another phenomenal resource for students. You can access the portal right from our homepage at ivcc.edu and just look for You at IVCC. There are tips on studying, how to manage stress, increasing confidence, and much more. Career Services is another resource. You can explore internships and job opportunities through College Central, get assistance with resume and cover letter writing, have them do mock interviews with you, and you can also do career cruising. Safe Journeys is an agency that provides services to victims of domestic violence or sexual assault. Their services are free of charge and they have office hours in the Counseling Center in CTC 202. If you receive financial aid, you might be eligible to work on campus. If you're interested in finding out more about student employment, visit the Financial Aid Office in CTC 101. Some possible positions are bookstore clerk, library assistant, counseling center receptionist, or grounds crew. Next, you'll meet with a counselor virtually to choose your classes. Then you'll need to set up your technology and get registered. You will pay for your classes through grants, scholarship loans, and/or payment plans. Summer payment is due in May. Fall payment is due in late July or early August. Spring payment will be due in December. You'll want to attend New Student Convocation in August to learn about important services, clubs, departments, obtain your student ID card and parking pass, and get a guided tour to help find out exactly where your classes are. Your counselor will help answer any additional questions you have.